Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is Monday and it's time to upload a review for the newest episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I'm off today. How many of y'all have Martin Luther King off? I appreciate that. It gives me an opportunity, especially since last night I stayed up too late and I didn't feel like making a video. So I said I got all day today to still get my videos up and out on time. So hey, here I go. Now, off bat, Tanya, I told you last week, if it's a wig that you pull out that bag, I'm shading your ass. You got to come harder than that for Kenya, girl. You got to come harder than that. You can't, no ma'am, no ma'am. Let's get into the episode. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's filler. You can't come off of a high like that of last week where it was all kind of drama, foolishness, shade, fighting, and then come back to the kumbaya of this week. No ma'am, bravo. This was the too much filler. And then you already gave us the mid-season trailer. We know it's some more juiciness to come. Start spreading it out better. Like, this episode last night was boring. I'm just gonna call it what it was. It was boring. I fast forward through half of the episode because right now it was too Eva friendly. It was too Eva friendly. I probably got finished watching the whole episode in 20 minutes because I seriously fast forwarded every time I saw Eva on my screen after the first setup. So let's get into the first setup because it started with Eva in her house. She's yelling, not really yelling at her kids, but kind of like showing off her kids, getting Marley to give her kisses. Sweet. That little Mikey is juicy and cute. Congratulations, girl. But you're boring. I don't want to see you sitting in your house chasing after your kids. That's not why I watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And we learned, first off top, you in the house shading Candy, calling her the Salt Queen, Miss Salty Salt, Ting Ton, whatever you was calling her. Candy was telling the truth. And I'm very interested as of this day, today, after you done seen the past few weeks episodes where it shows you really talking shit about Portia, showing you on film, they keep repeating it, that you told her to go mind, you gonna send her some blogs so she can mind that business, but you still talking about, well, Candy was being messy and Candy was lying and Candy is the queen instigator. No, all Candy did was her job of the show, which is run back and tell the truth of what you said. I'm just very curious now, today, have you apologized? Have you acknowledged that you really said the things that you said? Or do we gotta wait to the reunion and are you still gonna be lying and having amnesia on the reunion? I don't know. But after I saw her talking shit about Candy, and then she went into the whole point of this episode was that Marley is going to now become a Sterling, which that's great. I'm happy you married a great man who's willing to take in the responsibility of a child that's not his. Many men do it, but congratulations to him for doing it. Congratulations to Marley for getting her name changed. But she did not need a whole episode of getting this child's name changed. We don't want to see that shit in real life, especially not on TV. Like, if one of my homegirls was to be like, I'm getting my child's name changed, I'm like, oh, congratulations. But I don't need to see her ride to the courthouse to do it. I don't need to see her get out the car at the courthouse. I don't need to see her go into the courthouse. I don't need to see her crying on the sidewalk of the courthouse after she get it done. And I don't need to see her have a baby party with everybody, kids celebrating it. Like, that was too much, Bravo. And I promise you, I can't even tell you what went on because every time I seen Eva hit the screen talking about Marley, fast forward. So let's not talk about Eva no more, okay? Moving on. The girls go to the spa. Tanya, Marlo, Portia, Candy. They go to the spa. They kidding around, joking around. The spa, everyone at the spa tells Tanya, like, we know Kenya was talking about you. And everyone pretty much agreed because that's too many names. As Kenya is talking shit about who man cheating and who want to know who cheating and what is cheating and all this, like I said, Portia thought she was talking about her. Portia was embracing herself. Bracing herself because she just knew some shit about Dennis was getting ready to come out. But she said as she noticed as Kenya was talking, she was always turning, looking at Tanya, which she was, and everyone kind of picked up on she must be talking about Tanya's man, and Portia calmed down. And so Tanya was like, she picked up on it too, and she ain't worried about it because she know her man ain't cheating. And so next, Tanya was like, well, I got some dirt on Kenya. And I'm like, okay, what you got, girl? Now, I already was spoiled from Candy spoiled it last week on Watch What Happens Live. And she was like, Kenya left a package. Can she bring the package back into the United States? And she was like, sure, but she ain't no fool. She gonna open the package and see what's in it before she cross some borders. She ain't just taking no package blindly across the borders. And I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I'm the one at the airport. I'm gonna point out a bag that's been sitting by itself too long. I ain't mad at you. I don't play. And what was in the package? A charger and a wig. And they was like, whoa, Kenya wears wigs. And then not only did she tell him it was a wig, she pulled it out the bag and showed everybody Kenya's wig. Now, number one, that was a nice wig. It was a U part, but that you could tell that was some good quality hair. That wasn't no beauty supply store off the rack U part wig. That was a nice wig. Number one, it probably was go naked, Portia girl. It probably was. Now, everyone is shading Kenya, talking about, oh, she is this hair care queen. She's always bragging about having this natural, long, beautiful hair and not wearing wigs, which they did show some scenes where she bragged about it. But come on, ladies. Let's be real. Now, I hate to have to take up for Kenya for a second. I mean, because she be on that shit. But, Kenya, we all know Kenya has beautiful, long, luscious, thick hair. We know she has it. And if she at times, like many actresses do, many celebrities do it, they don't want to damage their real hair by putting so much heat on it. At times, they will braid it up, put on a U-part, put on a wig. Some of the people with the longest hair wear wigs because they don't want to damage their real hair. So to me, it ain't no big deal that Kenya had on a wig, especially she said, I wore it to Carnival. She gonna be outside in that heat all day. She don't want her hair looking a hot ass mess because you already know how it is when you have natural hair. It's gonna frizz up. It's gonna get sweaty. You out there dancing. So yeah, she had on a nice piece. This was not savage. This was not even shady. I mean, Marlo made her jokes, but Kenya, you gotta come better than that. Not Kenya, Tanya. Tanya, you gotta come better than that because we already know Kenya getting ready to throw that cookie lady in your face. You done pissed her off. You gotta come harder than that with Kenya. Kenya, I said it last time, Kenya is on the show for a check. This is her job. Tanya, you can already tell you're on here for fun. Technology, that industry is your job. This is Kenya's job. So when she comes for you, she is not playing fair because she is here for the ahas, the ooh-hoos, the shade, the reads. Like Candy said, Kenya is a savage. She is here for the foolishness, the stunts, and the shows. You got to come harder for Kenya. And I'm over that. That's all they pretty much did at the spa. Oh, but I was wondering at the spa, when Marlo and Portia put on them masks, why y'all put on them masks with a face full of makeup? Y'all know, with all that makeup, none of the nutrients from the mask is going to penetrate past it. And all you did was take your face off. A mess. A mess. I ain't even got that much notes. And it's going to be fast. Next, Portia gone over her sister's house. She done told them that she done got re-engaged. She done showed off the ring. Lauren over it. Lauren rolled her eyes through the whole scene. Her mama was like, okay, I'm going to come to the dinner. She invited them to Dennis's dinner. She was like, I'm going to come to the dinner and see what he got to say. And Lauren is like, is it mandatory? Am I still going to get my check? Anyway, whatever. Next, we done jumped over, and mind you, it's short because I'm skipping all of Eva's scenes. Like, this episode was too Eva heavy. But next, Candy done went on and been messy. She the new bone collector. She done had to go have lunch with Kenya and Cynthia. And tell them that Tanya done pulled out her wig. She know that was gonna piss Kenya off. Kenya is pissed, and we already know the cookie lady is coming, so that is what it is. Now we at the last scene of the show. We're at the family dinner, and off top I want to shout out Portia. Portia, girl, that peach and gold jumpsuit you had on, everything. If I ever get enough crunches in to just get on some Spanx to make my stomach look that flat, I'm getting me a peach and gold jumpsuit like that. Like, I loved it. Ooh, and peach is my color, and that ponytail, and them earrings. Girl, I remember that whole look. That was hot. That was hot. I love that look, Portia. But now we got to get into the shits. Okay. And it ain't even really the shits, y'all. I didn't even mind. I wasn't even mad at this scene because we all know how your homegirl call you up on the phone, your cousin, whoever, somebody you really close to, and tell you, you know, oh boy done cheated, he hurt me, I'm crushed, I'm done with his ass. They mad at him. You mad at his ass too. You can't believe he hurt your best friend. You can't believe he cheated on your best friend while she was pregnant. You ready to whoop his ass. But you know, but you there for your homegirl. You right there, you riding with him. And bam, like that, in your mind, out of nowhere, they back together. She happy. She in love again. She working this thing out. But you still looking at his ass like, man, fuck him. Man, I can't believe she went back to his ass. Like, you still mad. You still mad. You still can't stand him. You can't believe they back together. So I understand why Dennis did it. To keep the peace in the family. He wanted to take accountability to, what's her name? I don't want to say Mama Joyce. Mama Diane, Lauren, and even his mother, Mama Gina, was there. He wanted to take accountability. He wanted to apologize to them. He wanted them to know from his mouth that he's willing to work on this relationship. He's in it for the long haul, and he promises he's never gonna mess up again. I don't believe it. But he did it. I appreciate, like, he was crying, Portia was crying. I appreciate he did it on camera to her family because he needs to kind of get back in with them. Because just because you back in with Portia don't mean you back in with the family. Like, they still upset. And I believe it was just a few weeks ago, Lauren, they had it on Instagram where Lauren finally unblocked Dennis on Instagram and they back friends again. So it takes time. And I understand that situation. And I just appreciated Dennis for doing that because he didn't have to. He didn't have to. He could have just said, well, I got Portia back. They'll get over it. He didn't have to have that dinner and apologize and explain himself and all that stuff. That was a good scene. I like Portia. Like, Portia is one of my favorite characters on the show. And I really want her to be happy. And I really hope that she finds this happiness with Dennis. Like, I really hope he keeps it together. But only time shall see. Time shall see. But y'all, that was it. That was Housewives of Atlanta. It wasn't giving nothing. It was not giving anything. So we just gonna keep our fingers crossed. At least next week we should get some. I'm ready to see what's going on with Candy and Todd. I'm ready to see this cookie lady. Like, it's so much more. In Grease, we know Grease is probably gonna be the last 4 episodes of the season. So we got a couple of weeks for that. But anyway, y'all, go ahead, become a member of the Kiss My Cheeks family. Subscribe to my channel, and get in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode. I know y'all ain't gonna get in the comments because it wasn't nothing going on. But just still let me know anyway. Let me know what y'all think. Do the usual stuff, y'all. Like, comment, share. And hopefully we'll have some more juicy material to discuss next week. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all day off if y'all off this lovely Monday. All right, y'all. Bye.